the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go. And it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Allen now on 1st down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. The quick slant caught.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. First and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Montgomery. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. David Montgomery taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry for Harris. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, He is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 27. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Harris. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. Now Allen. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. It's complete to Diggs.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen, escaping the pressure right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They run with Mostert off the option. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Allen. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in here by Jackson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him, making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Off the option, here's Montgomery. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Rolling to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Bills 17, Jets 0. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. Now he's flushed out left. And I think the ball's out. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, check back 33. Check back 33. Here we go. Take off. Here I come. Mike, check 33. 33. Go. Ready.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's swung out wide to Harris. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Switch up. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog. Speak on. 132 right. Orbit. Flat.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They can't hang with us. Hang with 49. Mike's 49. Set the tone, defense. You set the tone, defense. Let's go. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Wilson. And the catch made by Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Fresno. Share. Go.
Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Got two. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey, check back 33. Check back 33. Big start.
Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. To the air, Allen. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Allen. A slant to Jones. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox from 19 yards away. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Play action. Now Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down. It's Harris, and he's going to get this inside the 30.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. On 2nd down, it's Harris. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Toward the pylon, caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
56, 56. 56, check 56.
Allen now on 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Now Mostert off the read option. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter. But the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. They run with Mostert off the option. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout. So